Hello, it's Phillip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and I'm delighted to review this book by Sir Ivan Lawrence, Queen's Counsel. It's Cases and Causes. My Life of Crime is what he calls it, and it's his autobiography with an excellent foreword by Michael Howard, now Lord Howard. This book is an important book for a number of reasons. We've given it the title Cases and Causes in a Diverse and Distinguished Career. That's exactly what Lawrence has had. It has been diverse and it has been distinguished in both the legal profession and in politics. I first met Ivan obviously in the political world many years ago, and I've certainly seen him in court on a number of occasions, though I've fortunately never been in front of him in his capacity when he's been sitting as a judge. This is his book. It's now in a paperback, but this is the actual hardback version. Nice picture of him electioneering on the back, and some great pictures of him. You can see him in his younger days, and you can also see him as life goes on politically, with all the interesting things that have taken place. That's the legal stuff as well. So there's a nice balance between the two. The book itself is very, very easy to read. It's a standard autobiography. Some nice coloured pictures. There's Margaret there as well, and various other things. And that's when he got his knighthood. And right at the end we have a very nice index, and even better at the end, a rather nice little cartoon. Now, Ivan is an interesting man because, as well as being a lawyer and a barrister, he's a politician, which means he's used to a much wider type of interest than just the rather more narrow just legal stuff. But what we'd like to say about the book is this. It seems to be a truth universally acknowledged at the bar that if you can look back on a distinguished legal career, especially one mixed with politics, you feel a pressing need, indeed a duty, to write a memoir, which probably isn't a memoir, it's an autobiography. Now, Lawrence's My Life of Crime falls into the latter category in our view, as he recounts with enthusiasm and verve the vicissitudes of his dual career in the law and in Parliament. And I think it's marvellous to have this as a piece of history from a guy who's actually been doing the job, as Parliament has changed so much since he left, and so many things have happened. Even now it's beginning to look historic, and it's useful to have these reminiscences so that we've got some idea of what went on, because I can remember the times in the 1980s which seem like yesterday to me, but it's actually 30 odd years ago now. What he's doing, he's proud of being a Eurosceptic, and he's very proud of being branded a certain type of person by John Major, as well as being treated almost as a non-person by the brusque and dismissive Ted Heath. Well, I think we all went through a bit of that, Ivan, in the past, but there again, that's politics for you. He stresses he was able to bring his practical experience as a barrister to bear on the law-making issues confronting the Commons at the time, and I think that again is a very useful thing for many to have. People do criticise a number of barristers as MPs, but I think they have a very important role to play, both speaking and the logic concepts that they can put forward, and their experiences of law making and how the legal process works. I'm very delighted with this book. I think it's a great contribution to legal history apart from anything else. Do read our detailed commentary. There are plenty of anecdotes which are well worth looking at. It's what I've described as an absorbing read, starting with his memories of wartime London and experiencing all the difficulties that went with post-war life and so forth. Like all good autobiographies, with photographs from a family album, this one reveals and illuminates recent history from a personal viewpoint, and I think that's something that really comes out. Let me conclude by saying the narrative ends with a thought-provoking chapter on conclusions, messages of encouragement and hope. And for those of you interested in looking up specifics, there's a useful index, as I said, at the back. Thank you, Ivan, for a great contribution that you've made both to Parliament and the legal profession. This book is a very nice statement of what you've been able to achieve. So thank you, and thank your publishers, Book Guild, for actually producing it, and good luck with the paperback. Thank you. Bye-bye.